Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. Today we'll be talking about the cameras on the Xiaomi 14 Civi. Now Xiaomi 14 Civi is the first device from Xiaomi under the Leica branding under 40,000 rupees. In fact, if with card offers you can get as low as 39,999 rupees, and that is one of the really good aspect about the Xiaomi 14 Civi. It has a proper camera setup which is Leica co-engineered. So we all know how good the Leica cameras are, especially when it comes to photography. We have seen that on the Xiaomi 14 and the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. Now the Xiaomi 14 Civi is a bit more budget in terms of the pricing compared to the 14 and the 14 Ultra, but this has a proper camera setup. It has a 50 megapixel primary camera, then you get another 50 megapixel telephoto lens and a proper ultra wide angle camera and a dual selfie camera. Now why the dual selfie camera? It can go for four zoom levels, 0.6x, 0.8x, 1x and 2x zoom. So it's a versatile camera actually, and all the cameras, the 5 cameras, can shoot in 4K resolution. That's definitely one of the good aspects. So let's talk more about the camera and how it performs in this price segment. So before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin with the camera hardware of the Xiaomi 14 Civi. Now the primary camera is a light 100-800 image sensor. It's a 50 megapixel shooter with f1.63 aperture. It has this Leica Vario Summilux optical lens, and it also has optical image stabilization. The secondary camera is a 50 megapixel telephoto lens, again a 50 megapixel shooter, f1.98 aperture and 2x optical zoom. Now the third Leica camera is a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with f2.2 aperture and 15 mm equivalent focal length. Now that's the rear camera. Now these are Leica branded, and you get the master portrait system and the Leica authentic look and vibrant look. Now in terms of selfie camera, you get a dual front camera. It's a 32 megapixel selfie camera with autofocus and ALD coating on the primary 32 megapixel, and then you get an ultra wide 32 megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture, and it is 18 mm equivalent focal length. So all the 5 cameras can do 4K resolution. So let's go straight into the camera samples to see how it performs. So let's first have a look at the daylight conditions. Now in terms of daylight conditions, you can see that it offers pretty good details. We have gone with the Leica vibrant mode in all the captures, and you can see here there's plenty of details on offer. The images are crisp and sharp and offers great dynamic range too. The overall quality of the image definitely looks good, and in this price segment we feel this is definitely good imaging, and occasionally at times the images are slightly richer in tones, but we have chosen the Leica vibrant mode, but overall we would say the quality definitely looks good. Now you can also shoot with a 2x zoom, and once again the quality is really good. It's a 50 mm focal length, and you can also go with the ultra wide angle camera, which is again 15 mm focal length, and the quality definitely looks good. The color consistency across all the 3 formats looks really good, and it's more or less stable. That's something which is good, and consistent as well. So the ultra wide, the telephoto and the primary camera offers pretty much similar color signs. That's definitely good from Leica, and overall the clarity in terms of daylight conditions across all the 3 formats looks really impressive. So all the 3 cameras perform really well, and you can also go with the black and white modes in the primary camera, and you can choose from the filters. Now moving on to the close-up shots, once again you can see here it's good and rich in tones, good sharpness levels, good details, and the overall quality of the image looks really good. The details are really impressive, but unfortunately it misses out on the micro camera, but you can go for the macro shots using the 2x zoom, but to a very limited extent. Now let's move on to the portraits. Now this is one area where it offers plenty of options. You can toggle the master portrait system or the Leica portrait system. You can go 25 mm or 50 mm by standard. Then you can also go with the standard, documentary, swirly bokeh, and soft focus 90 mm. So these options are there, very similar to the Leica system, and the portraits looks really good. The skin tones are very good, and if you want the very natural skin tones, you should be choosing the Leica portrait mode. The master portrait system is a bit more warmer tone, but overall the portrait quality looks very good, and the details are really nice and wide, and the skin tones are also rendered really well. So edge detection also looks very good. So overall the portraits have come out pretty good, and even the low light portraits also looks pretty impressive. Let's move on to the low light experience. Now once again you can see here in terms of indoor lighting, the artificial light, there is good amount of details, the sharpness levels are really good and the overall details are really good. So these are some of the shots taken with indoor lighting condition. But when light falls further, in extreme low light conditions, you can toggle the night mode. Now it has optical image stabilization and you can see that the images are crisp and sharp and offers plenty of details. The night sky looks pretty much similar. The colors are slightly richer because we are going with the Leica vibrant mode. But one thing what we notice about the telephoto lens and the ultra wide angle camera is both of these does not have optical image stabilization, and as a result the night mode was not that impressive but quite okay, I would say. Not the best night mode in the ultra wide and the telephoto lens. Now next is the selfie camera. We have a dual 32 megapixel selfie camera with 4 different zoom options: 0.6x, 0.8x, 1x, and then you get the 2x zoom as well. So all these options looks pretty good. The skin tones are much improved compared to the last year's Xiaomi's flagship devices. They look pretty good, and the first thing you should be doing is the turning off the beauty mode, which is turned on by default. So you turn off the beauty mode and you get really good selfies. The edge detection in portrait selfies also really good. So overall we personally like the selfie experience. Again, it's more of a personal choice. So what do you guys think about the selfie camera? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Now this phone can record videos in 4K 60 fps. This is the 4K 60 fps footage. It looks good. The stabilization is done really well and overall quality looks good. It's slightly in the contrasty nature, but that's the Leica processing. But overall I would say it looks good. You can also go with 1080p 60 fps, and again the quality looks good. The stabilization is once again done really well. Now you can also take movies in cinematic mode. This is the cinematic mode, which looks once again good, and you can see the stabilization is done very well. Now ultra wide angle camera can also shoot 4K videos. This is the ultra wide angle camera. The colors is slightly richer compared to the primary camera, but again stabilization looks pretty good. Now the zoom camera does not have optical image stabilization, but still it manages to do really well in terms of stabilization. This is the 2x video shot using the telephoto lens. You can also go much higher zoom levels, but overall the quality looks good. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the 32 megapixel primary camera on the Xiaomi 14 Civi. The selfie camera is a dual camera. This is the primary 32 megapixel, which is a wide angle camera which can record 4K 30 fps, and you can judge how good the quality of the video is. So this is the ultra wide angle camera taken using the selfie camera. This is the second 32 megapixel selfie camera, which is an ultra wide angle camera which can also record 4K 30 fps from the selfie camera. So you can judge how good the quality of the videos and also the audio output. So that was a detailed camera review of the Xiaomi 14 Civi. Now the good aspects, we feel overall it's a good camera system. All the 5 cameras can do 4K videos. That's something which is good. The selfie camera is also capable of 4K 30 fps with stabilization. Now the portraits are good. There are plenty of options to play around with portraits. The master portrait system, the Leica portrait system. You can go with the black and white mode as well, and plenty of filters to play around. And you can also play around with different portrait systems like the regular one, the 35mm, 50mm, 90mm soft focus. But 75mm is not there because it's not a 3x zoom, it's a 2x zoom. So that's one thing missing. And the one missing aspect I felt about this camera is the macro mode, which was really good on the Xiaomi 14 series, the 14 Ultra and 14 series. But you can still shoot a bit of macros using the 2x zoom, but not to the level what it is offered with the 3.2x zoom on the Xiaomi 14. But otherwise it's a solid camera system. It's vastly improved and probably one of the good camera systems in the 40,000 price segment. Without doubt, if you're looking for photography, we'll recommend this device, and it's a really good camera which has plenty of options. It's a versatile camera with plenty of options to play around, both the rear and the front camera. So what do you guys think about the cameras on the Xiaomi 14 series? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.